Michael's here to visit relatives?
Say you're sorry. You have upset this young lady. Now say you're sorry.
I'm sorry, lady. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, lady.
Who was that masked man? Excuse me. Can I sit down for a second?
Please.
She had a gun, right?
Right.
She sure didn't look like the type. But not that I know what the type of a lady who carries a gun looks like. I'm Sophie Rosamond.
Annie Cavagnaro.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm okay. I didn't mean to get so upset by that guy.
Listen now, we're all in the same boat. My husband's a thief. So, what's yours?
A jerk. He got a year for being a jerk. He was the only guy I ever went out with who hadn't been in jail.
How long have you been married?
8 months.
Hey, come on. I hear that it is a swell jail.
Oh, I know. I know. You know what a jerk he is? He loves it. He loves it in that jail. 3 nights ago, he had dinner with the congressman, the one who's in for tax evasion. He called me up afterwards. He said, where else could I, Vinnie Cavagnaro, have dinner with the congressman? He's got a point.
Would you like to ride over with me in the morning?
Please. Would you please ring Mrs. Sophie Rosamond's room?
I learned to live with it a long time ago, but it's rough on strangers.
Do you work in the delicatessen?
I work in the delicatessen. The kids work in the delicatessen. My mother works in the delicatessen. Everyone but Murray works in Murray's delicatessen. Murray works in the prison furniture factory.
What did he do?
He withheld the withholding tax. First he withheld it from the employees, but then he withheld it from the government.
On purpose?
I've asked myself that question. I've asked Murray that question. Both of us agree on the answer. He did it on purpose.
Make it any easier if your husband's guilty? I mean, I wonder if I'd be so upset if I really thought he'd done something to deserve it.
He must have done something.
Yeah, he did something. He had this friend. He owed this friend some money, you know? So this friend says to him, do me a favor and you won't owe me any money. Take this package to this guy in Griffith Park. There were 3 ounces of cocaine in the package and 4 cops waiting in Griffith Park.
I'm Sophie Rosamond. My husband's Murray Rosamond.
Annie Cavagnaro, Mrs. Vinnie Cavagnaro.
Just a minute, lady. She's first. Visitor for Rosenman.
Rosamond, you have a visitor!
Annie Cavagnaro, Mrs. Vinnie. I'm his wife.
It's lunch.
For the whole prison?
Hey, Cavagnaro, cut that out.
You wake up at 6:30, and the first thing that hits you is the smell. Smell it.
I don't smell anything.
But that's the point, honey. It's fresh air. It's wonderful.
Spade deal, under 7 knocks.
I don't want it.
Neither do I.
Runny salad. Should I change the coleslaw?
What was wrong with it?
I didn't change it much. I just added a little parsley in with the mayonnaise. It sings.
Well,
It sings, right?
it sings. Would you like to hear the song and sing?
Sure.
Parsley, parsley, taste my parsley. I used to taste of cabbage, but now I taste of parsley, parsley.
It's just not the song that I had in mind.
You live in the fields at 3. You feel great. Physical. Tired, but a good tired, like you really put in a day's work. At 4, there's a count, and you gotta be by your bunk. Then dinner, and, then I've got my tennis lesson.
Your tennis lesson.
Yeah. One of the guys from Watergate teaches tennis. I mean, he went to Harvard. There are 3 guys here who went to Harvard. I mean, they tried to start an alumni club.
Yeah?
Oh, I don't know.
You want to talk?
Oh, I don't know.
What do you want to talk about?
How about, spring? Coming of spring.
Spring. Spring comes to Wyndham Prison. You gotta be kidding.
I didn't mean it literally.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Jacob and Amy, this is your daddy speaking.
Then at 10 o'clock, it's lights out. You are dead, let me tell you.
Vinny, there's $43 left in the savings account. I gotta get a job.
Good school?
I have to.
Doing what?
A friend of mine works in a bar, and she says she can get me a job there.
As a cocktail waitress?
Vinny, I can't even type. What am I gonna do?
Can't you move in with my mother? Honey, give up the apartment and move in with my mother. I can have my own room.
With all your old bowling trophies?
I don't want you to be a cocktail waitress.
I don't want you to be in jail.
I got the phone call this week.
Yeah, I know.
I figured you'd know. Maybe when it happens, maybe we could go away. Someplace silly like Hawaii. We could drink a lot of dumb things with silly little parasols in them.
You want parasols? I'll take you to Trader Vic's. They got parasols up the wazoo.
Well, I just meant it might relax us a little bit.
I ain't exactly been working hard the past couple of months.
Hurry. Who is that?
Who's who?
Over there. That big guy in the red shirt.
It's Ed Martin, the union president.
Right. I remember now. And that's his wife. I saw a picture of her in the paper when he was convicted.
How about if I win this game, we go to Hawaii? If you win, you go straight to the office.
No bet.
Well, gin anyway.
33 points.
Bud, you got the phone now.
Excuse me.
He's on the phone all the time. He tries to run the union from jail.
He still runs the union?
Yeah, secretary's up here 3 times a week. I don't know how he does it. I can't even run the coleslaw from here.
Is it that bad?
What, the coleslaw or this place?
This place.
Probably not. Probably I'm lucky. Probably it's the nicest one of these places there is. But you can't get out of it. It doesn't matter how nice a place is when you can't get out of it.
Do you drink?
No.
Neither do I. Let's have a drink. I guess you're here to visit relatives, too.
You got it.
Could we buy you a drink? You saved my friend's honor. It's the least we could do.
You got it.
When do you get used to it?
Sometime in the 4th month. You forget you ever did anything on weekends but travel to Wyndham Prison. Wyndham. Do you know what I did? I had stationery made for Ed. I put his name on it, and underneath that, in little quotation marks, I put Wyndham, like it was his country estate. Engraved. I even had it engraved.
Don't tell me. He didn't think it was funny.
You got it. You know what drives me craziest? Every Friday night I get into that car. And for the whole trip I try to figure out what we're going to talk about for 7 hours. 7 hours. I've been married to Ed Martin for 16 years, and the whole time he's never sat still that long. Now I finally get him for 7 hours straight. And you know something? We don't have that much to say to each other.
Why don't you play gin?
You make a list of things to talk about. That's what I did.
How much longer do you have to come down here?
He got 2 years. Because I remember reading about it in the paper. So that means with good behavior, you got what? You got, 10 more months?
14, but not exactly. Oh, I'm going back tomorrow morning. Do either of you need a ride?
Oh, I'd love a ride.
How about you?
No, no thanks, because I got the truck this week. I might take you up on it some other time. But...
When are you leaving?
Well, I'm not going to go back till late tomorrow night. I'm going to go back and visit my husband.
I thought you couldn't do that.
I don't think you can visit your husband 2 days in a row.
Who says I'm going in as his wife? Tomorrow, I'm going in as his mother. Amy, honey, when you finish the dishes, walk the dog, would you please?
But it's not my turn.
Jacob did it for you yesterday.
Mom!
Yes?
I erased it.
You and your father, you both have a way with machines. Did you hear any of it?
Well, yeah, I heard it 4 times.
So? How did he sound?
It sounded okay, but it's not the same as seeing him.
I know, baby. And seeing him isn't the same as seeing him either.
What are you doing?
Just trying to figure out how much money the store lost last week.
What?
Well, it depends on who you are.
Well, if you're you, is it a lot?
Yep.
So, Cookie, how are you? I'm fine. I'm terrible.
So what is it, Cookie?
It's not Vinny, Mama. He's okay. He sends his love. He looks fine, he really does. He works in the fields all day, and he's lost 10 pounds, and he plays tennis, and he works out every night. I guess that's better than him feeling lousy, huh? So why does it make me feel lousy when he feels so good?
I've been there. Your father father-in-law, God rest his soul, once got sent up to Sing Sing. What a place that was. I could never figure how it got that oriental name. Anyhow, he goes there, up the river, leaving me and little Vinny without a nickel, so I got a job. The only kind of job I could get in a hardware store. Terrible, all day long. I'm making keys in one of those machines, you know, those machines. You never heard such a noise. Screech, I'm going deaf, I'm going crazy. And I forgot to tell you about the babysitter. What kind of a babysitter could I get? Benny the Tooth. Don't ask. So, I go up to Sing Sing once. There's your father-in-law, never looking better. Turns out he runs the crap game. I'm rich, he says. Rich. He was rich and Lucky Strike cigarettes. I could have killed him.
Yeah. I feel lousy, Mama. I'm not sick. I'm having a baby. What am I gonna do, Mama?
So when's the baby due?
In 6.5 months. It must have happened the last night he was home.
You don't have to have it, you know.
I know. I think I want it. But what am I gonna do? I'm a college dropout cocktail waitress. I'm married to... I love him, you know, but he's never gonna be anything.
Does he know about the baby?
No. I told his mother yesterday.
What did she say?
She said the exact same thing happened to Benny the Tooth's wife when he was in Alcatraz.
Benny the Tooth.
That's right. I'm beginning to understand. I married into a dynasty.
So, now that you're eating for two.
I don't understand something.
What?
This stuff's really good. Why do you have so much trouble at the store?
I was killed by a hamburger.
What?
There was this dry cleaning store down the street from us, you know. A real bum. He lost my best class. He's not important to the story, but after that he died. The next thing we know, there's construction all over the place. The construction workers are real secretive, like they've been working for the CIA. If only they had been working for the CIA. And one day, I see a big golden arch coming down the block on a truck. Still, didn't put it together. I thought it was a lost float from an Italian parade. Annie, I'm sorry.
Forget it.
Anyway, that's how it happened to McDonald's. It's pretty hard to get people to spend $3.50 for a corned beef sandwich when you can feed a family of 4 for under $10, you see. Anyway, so... Excuse me, didn't you forget to pick up Mrs. Martin?
Mrs. Martin isn't coming.
She sent the car for us and she isn't coming? Is she sick?
I don't think so.
Don't you think that's odd?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think it's odd. I'm sorry to bother you again, but could you do me a favor?
Hello?
Sophie, are you all right?
I'm all right.
Look, I know that it's none of my business, but are you sure you're all right?
I'm fine.
So why aren't you coming?
I just don't feel like it. I'm okay, Sophie. I'll talk to you next week.
Okay. Goodbye. Well, it is a good thing that I called, because she wants us to stop by and pick up something for Mr. Martin.
Oh, Sophie.
Don't tell me you're all right. You look terrible.
You don't look very good.
You're not the only one with troubles, you know. Annie's pregnant.
Oh, Annie.
We'll get to Annie's troubles in a minute. Now, what is this all about?
It's about me and Ed. There's somebody else.
There's somebody else?
Lizzie, you're alone. Your husband's in jail. You met someone. These things happen. But if you don't go down there, he'll know something's wrong. You can't do that to him.
I'm not having the affair. He is.
What are you talking about? Your husband's been in prison for almost a year with 574 men. Oh, no. Don't tell me. The other woman is a man.
No, no, no. It's his secretary. Gladys. It's been going on for 3 years.
How did you find out?
Oh, someone told me. A friend.
Some friend. Have you told him that you know?
I can't talk to him about anything. I used to. I used to be able to talk to him just fine. He was like a flower. I know he doesn't look much like a flower. But when we first met, he was this tough guy. And then he opened up like a flower.
How did you ever meet him?
Oh, my aunt married his lawyer. Big, fancy wedding. He walked in with those shoulders. I almost choked on my cucumber sandwich. He walked over to me, and we started to talk. Never met anyone like him. And vice versa, as he would say. After a while, he looked at me and said, "Lady, let's you and me get the hell out of here."
What a beautiful story.
I take it he hadn't begun to flower at that point.
Not yet.
Listen, Lizzie, maybe this thing with his secretary will blow over. I mean, men go through things like that. How old is your husband? Old, right? It's a young girl. It's just a stage.
Nope.
What do you mean, no?
Her name is Gladys. Gladys. There's no one in this entire country who's named Gladys who's not at least 40 years old. This particular Gladys is 48. Do you know what an insult that is?
It is?
What difference does it make? He won't be able to get together with Gladys for what, 14 months? You know, by that time, the whole thing may just blow over.
Nope.
What? No.
He's not going to be in for 14 more months. He's being pardoned.
Pardon?
And do you know how he's being pardoned? He's paying. He's bribing someone. $1 million in a suitcase. And I am supposed to deliver the suitcase. So what does that make me? An accessory to a felony?
I think it makes you chop liver. When is
What
it
are you
supposed to
talking
happen?
about?
In 3 weeks, I go to the Parkhurst Tower Hotel with a suitcase. And I give it to a Brian Aldrich. He's a bagman. The next week, my husband gets pardoned.
I have a better idea. Why don't you keep the money?
She's right.
What's that right?
Not you. Annie. Annie's right.
About what?
But if I don't go down there this weekend, there'll be trouble.
Okay, everybody up for the softball game. Hey, this is it, folks. Final round. 1 week off your sentence for the most valuable player and for the runner-up. 5 minutes alone with your wife in the woods. Let's get it. Yo!
Tell me something. Since when do you play softball?
I play softball since the day the Junior Chamber of Commerce gave a dinner for the softball team in a hotel in town. And I was able to use the phone all night.
Second base, former State Corporation Commissioner Jerome Norman. At short, Jackie Brockhurst, Big Jackie, temporarily on loan from the Philadelphia Bills. Third base, yours truly, Vinny Cavallero, the only innocent man on the entire team. Let's hear it for him. Left field, Bud McGee of the White House Plumbers. Come on, folks. Give him a break. He didn't know what was going on. Hey, he lost his ethical compass. Center field, Ed Martin. Big Ed. The happiness kid of the ILWEU. In right field, Angel Hernandez. Temporarily on loan from the Barrio Bumps to our Outlaws. And catcher Murray Rosenman, the pride of the Internal Revenue Service. Scooter who? Scooter hey, let's put him away. Outlaws, outlaws, Ray, Ray, Ray!
Tell him.
Couldn't. He was having such a good time.
Are you having such a good time?
Terrific. Laugh a second, can't you tell?
Let's go, on your way! Let's go, hey, hey! We got it.
Lizzie,
Well,
did you ever think of committing a crime?
of course not.
And serious?
I'm serious. Why?
I don't know. I was just thinking, I mean, my husband's a thief. That's the truth. He stole from the government, so he's an acceptable thief. But he's still a thief. Your husband rigged the union election. Annie's husband was framed, so it doesn't count. Well, let's take me and Murray, because it's a nice black and white case. I mean, I'm furious at him. How could he have done such a thing? I'm broke. I'm crazy. I'm trying to run a delicatessen. It's been 3 months. And already I'm serving second-cut brisket. The customers come in, they ask for a sandwich, pay $2.80, and I'm giving them second-cut brisket. Murray's a thief. But he would die if he knew what I was doing with the brisket.
What are you getting at?
Why don't you keep the money?
Gee whiz, Sophie, I don't know. How about he'd kill me? How about he'd kill me if I kept the money? How's that? He'd be sitting here in jail with a perfect alibi and have some goon come out and kill me.
You could go away. God knows you could afford it.
I'm not kidding, Sophie. He would kill me. He would find me and kill me.
So, it was just an idea.
Minnie, stop! There's a baby. We're having a baby. We're having a baby.
Well, at least you told him.
You know what? He would have killed him. He would have. You know what would have happened to him?
It didn't happen. You saved him. Listen, don't. When you get tired of being a cocktail waitress, Jackie Brockhurst will give you a nice job on the New York Giants, you know? Come on, sweetheart.
Okay. Sophie, Annie, listen. I have an idea. Now, it's just an idea, okay? I give the guy the money for Ed's pardon, right? Then after I give him the money, suppose the money just happens to disappear. Are you with me?
Go on.
Now, if the money just happens to disappear, Ed still gets his pardon because it's not his fault the money has disappeared.
Go on.
And the guy can't really tell the police all this money has disappeared because what's he doing with it in the first place? All he can say is somebody came and took his suitcase.
It's perfect.
I know. Isn't it incredible? It's perfect.
Who's going to take the suitcase?
Well, I said it was just an idea. How about we take the suitcase?
I think I have to go to the bathroom.
What if we get caught?
I know.
Well,
I don't know. How about I could say it's my money? Actually, it's Ed's money. Actually, it's the union's money. We better not get caught.
But what if we get caught?
we're not going to get caught.
But what if we do?
If we do, the National Organization for Women will hold a benefit for us in Madison Square Garden, and Gloria Steinem will speak. More could you want?
If we do get caught, you and I will go to jail, which will be very sad. But it will be even sadder for Lizzie, because she will be shot and killed by a hired thug. But if we don't get caught, we split $1 million.
How do we do it?
Most of our guests are permanent residents. This is not a transient hotel. Now, we like our toilet paper folded into a neat point. Of course, you always knock before you use your key. And here are your keys. And the sacred trust of the Parkers. Now, you'll find that we're just one big happy family. Certainly, you do not fraternize with the guests, let alone the executives.
Anybody here?
Hello? Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. We must have the wrong room.
There's a bedroom back there and a closet. One.
There are a lot of suitcases in here.
They must come with the territory.
Huh?
I deliver the money at 4 o'clock. He has to be at a political dinner at 8. So we come back here at around 9, say, and take the money. Something wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect.
There's something wrong with it. It's too easy.
Do you know what I just found out? Orange juice at this hotel is $2.75. Do you know what else I just found out? There is a safe at the front desk. Guests are advised to place their valuables in it. That's what's wrong with it. Where it is.
You got it.
Lizzie, you are the strategist and the go-between. I am the makeup lady and the costume designer. Annie, you cry. I still don't see how all of that is going to get us into the safe.
Why can't we just ask the desk clerk to open it?
We could. But if he said no, we'd have to be prepared to do something to make him.
Well, Mr. Desk Clerk, if you won't open the safe for us, do you know what we are going to have to do? We're just going to have to leave. That'd show him.
What would we have to do?
I don't know. What criminals do? Light matches on the soles of his feet. Pistol whip him senseless. We can't do anything like that. Besides, it's tacky.
I have an idea. I have an idea.
Checking in, ma'am?
You bet your boots I am, Sonny.
Yes? That neck's kind of spotty, Skippy.
Them's a shadow.
Did you brush your teeth?
The toothbrush is still soft and wet.
Room check. Everything okay?
Tonight or tomorrow. The high today at the Civic Center. was 73, and that should drop to a 70 tomorrow and into the high 60s Sunday. Along with that comes a 10% chance of rain tonight, increasing to 20% by Saturday night. Sunday will be windy and cool, especially in the mountains and deserts, with the Palm Springs area topping out at about 80. The official forecast?
Ah, Mrs. Caruso, how's everything going?
I like to put this in the safe.
Oh, fine, I'll put it there for you.
Oh, no, you don't, Sonny.
I beg your pardon?
I like to see you put it in the safe.
Fine. Won't you come this way, Mrs. Caruso? Right through here? It's perfectly safe in here, Mrs. Caruso. Here we are. Very good. Now, no one can get into this box because you now have the key.
Smells good, Mrs. Cavagnaro.
Yeah. You don't mind a little bacon in it, Mrs. Rosenman?
No, it's okay, Mrs. Cavagnaro. I eat bacon.
I'm never sure. Sidney the horse would never eat bacon. Sidney the horse was a religious fanatic. You could never get him to pull a job on Friday nights.
Can you do it, Mama?
It's a pushover, Cookie.
How long will it take you?
10, maybe 20 minutes, tops. Those safety deposit boxes are nothing. You could open them with a can opener. That's criminal. I give you a key to the safety deposit box. It's a key to the mailbox. A child could get into it. Terrible. They ought to be ashamed of themselves at that hotel.
Now, Mrs. Cavagnaro, we're all sharing the money equally. That'll mean $250,000 for you.
I've been thinking about it. I figured you were going to say that. And I've been thinking, what would I do with 250 grand? I'm not a unhappy woman. I got a nice house, you know. It's not fancy. Who's fancy? I can live in the style I'm accustomed to. So, what would I do with all that money? Probably I'd give it to Vinny and Annie. Then Annie would get $500,000 for the job, and you two would be cheated. I've been thinking about it.
You want to go to Italy?
I've been thinking about it. To Rome.
For 8 days and 7 fun-filled nights?
Maybe more like 30 days and 29 fun-filled nights.
That's all you want. A ticket to Italy.
2 tickets to Italy.
Mama, 2? Who is it?
I'm not telling. Is it a deal?
You got it.
To our gang.
Oh, you frightened me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Annie. I've been wanting to talk to you about something.
Yes, Mr. Appleton.
Well, we've been having a problem in the hotel, and I thought maybe you might help us out.
A problem.
Burglaries.
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 What kind of burglaries, Mr. Appleton?
Oh, I'm sorry. Breath mint?
No, thanks. Do I need one?
Oh, no. It's, sheets and towels mainly, Annie. They've been disappearing from the linen closets.
Oh, I see. Are you accusing me?
No. I just thought that maybe you could keep your eye open for us. You'll forgive me. You seem a cut above your average hotel maid. I've wondered why you're working here.
I don't know. Look at this room. Someone ate 63 chicken legs in this room last night. Last week I had a room with... There must have been 6 gallons of tapioca pudding. Tapioca pudding on the TV. Tapioca pudding in the sheets. Tapioca pudding in the bathtub. It's a terrible job, Mr. Appleton.
I can appreciate that. You, hear anything about those sheets and towels?
You'll be the first to know.
Good.
Oh, would you
Hello, Annie.
Hello, Nick. What do you want?
Oh, just thought I'd stop by and see how you've been getting along.
Oh, fine. Just fine.
How's Vinny?
He's terrific. He can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. What do you want?
I just thought you might like to have dinner with an old friend of Vinny's.
And who would that be?
That'd be me.
No.
Hey, we're taking real good care of Vinny, you know.
Oh, I know. You set him up, Nick. And now that he's in, the boys send him a big salami every night. Thanks.
You're welcome. Should you change your mind about dinner, give her my card.
Your car.
I'm living at the Lido. On Wilcox. Hey, did you say hi to Vinny for me? Hi, Annie?
Sure, Nick.
How did you get in here on a Tuesday?
Why is tonight different than any other night? So.
Passover. Praise the Lord.
Kids wrote a story. They want you to read it to them.
Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Jacob and a little girl named Amy, and they were sitting in front of their house when a leprechaun came by, holding a great big balloon. Put your hands in the air and grab the balloon, said the leprechaun, and we'll go on a magic trip. Hold on tight and don't say a word. The kids wrote this by themselves?
Well, maybe they had a little help.
All right, now, said the leprechaun. No one will be hurt if you just follow instructions. Put your hands in the air and grab the balloon, said the leprechaun, and we'll go on a magic trip. Hold on tight and don't say a word. The kids wrote this by themselves?
Well, maybe they had a little help.
All right, now, said the leprechaun. No one will be hurt if you just follow instructions. Put your hands in the air. Don't say a word. No one will be hurt if you just follow instructions. Put your hands in the air. Don't say a word. No one will be hurt if you just follow instructions.
It'll work. Once I finish with it.
What's the matter?
Oh. I don't know. The whole thing just got to me. I could see myself spending the next 10 Passovers in women's prison.
Sophie, we don't have to do this.
I know. You know, I have this thing about airplanes. I get on an airplane, and I know it's gonna crash. I know it. I can see all the guys walking around on the ground outside the window, and I'm absolutely certain they forgot to attach the wing. But I would rather die in the plane crash than make a fool out of myself getting off the airplane. Do you follow me?
No.
I thought so. What I mean is, it's gone too far to get out of. Now, what I mean is, I would rather go to jail than let you down. Oh, that's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Sophie, it's not worth it. If it's going to make you that crazy, it's not worth it.
It might be worth it. It is a lot of money.
If we did it, and it worked, what would you do with the money?
After I get the delicatessen in the black? It's pathetic. A few years ago, I remember this interviewer asking a lot of people what they would do if they were suddenly loaded. It's like a test of how imaginative they were. Well, all of these totally unimaginative people said that they would go out and buy a new washing machine. It's about where I'm at. A new washing machine. New counter for the deli. Maybe I get the truck painted. It's your turn, Lizzie.
Did I ever tell you I was married before?
No.
It was right out of school. Lasted 4 years. He was in paper cups. One Christmas, I went to visit my father. He was the tightest son of a gun you ever met. Never gave me a nickel. I went over on Christmas and he gave me $3,000. I looked at the check and I knew I had the money to walk out of the marriage. So now it's 20 years later. The cost of walking out has gone up.
You can walk out. I can stay. I want to stay with him. Don't back out, Sophie.
I told you I would rather die in the plane crash.
To be the boy.
What are you talking about?
In boarding school. I had a friend I used to perform with. We were tap dancers. She got to be the girl because she had these curly blonde ringlets. I hated it. I just hated it.
How do I look?
It's you.
Somebody's coming. Are you ready? It's okay, Mama.
Oh, well, nice try.
Thank you.
Lord?
8, please.
Manara, choose your weapons.
Which one doesn't work at all?
You're not going to load it, so what difference does it make?
I don't know. I just had this idea that they'd put me in jail for 5 years less if the gun was broken.
Lester the Snake tried that once.
And what happened?
You don't want to know.
Yes, I do.
Turned out the gun wasn't as broken as he thought it was. So he accidentally shot the getaway car.
The getaway car?
Yeah, in the tire. It was not a happy story.
I have to get back.
Okay. One last reminder. No talking. You can talk, Annie. We can't. Not a word. If anyone figures out that we're women, it's all over. Got it? Okay. Any questions? Last chance to back out.
I think I'm gonna cry.
Save it.
Annie, what are you doing here this late? Well, what is it, Annie? Annie, how can I help you if you don't tell me what's bothering you?
Oh, Mr. Appleton. I am...
Annie, it's about the sheets, isn't it? Thought so.
I want...
And you want to show me something, is that it? Come on. Come on. I don't understand. Why did you do this?
Something just came over me. I would see a sheet or a towel and I couldn't help myself. Please don't send me to jail, Mr. Appleton.
Annie, I am not going to send you to jail.
Are you gonna fire me?
No. Somebody will fire you, but it won't be me.
Put your hands in the air and don't say a word. No one will be hurt if you just follow instructions. Everyone, except the people who have guns at their heads, should lie down on the floor. Do not look up. There is a robbery in process. Do not, under any circumstances, speak. Do not say anything. No one will be hurt if you just follow instructions. Desk clerk, go back to the front desk. One of us will go with you. One of us will sit under the front desk and will blow you to smithereens if you do anything to indicate that anything unusual is happening. Do not move away from the front desk. All right now, no one will be hurt if you just follow
instructions.
Good evening. May I help you?
Any messages for 1584?
May I help you?
Well, we'd like to check in.
Yes. May I have your name, please?
And we'd like our things brought in off the curb where the taxi driver left them. Where's the doorman?
Doorman? I'll take care of it in a minute, sir.
Look here, boy. Our baggage is out there on the street
yes.
now. I want it brought in right now. Do you hear?
Yes. Yes.
Well, answer me, boy.
I don't know what to do.
What's going on here? What the hell is going on here?
Thank you for your cooperation. We are leaving now. Do not move. Do not cry for help. Do not call the police. Do not move for 15 minutes. If you want to live happily ever after.
Shh, quiet. Look at it. You're right outside that door. Oh, they could be coming back any minute. Stop! Don't.
This is an emergency. Get the police.
This isn't supposed to be happening.
Get out! Get him back here, fast!
Well, they cleaned out the safe. About 10 minutes ago. 3 guys.
West 405, US 61 prepared.
Help! Help! Police! Help!
What is it, lady? Did you see it? What happened, lady?
What happened? What happened? My car won't start. That's what happened.
All right. You two help the lady start her car. I'll put out an APB. Right.
The old Frankie the Fox trick. Works every time.
take a break?
No, we better get on.
Cookie, we did it. Oh, yeah.
There has been another major hotel robbery. Last night, shortly before midnight, 3 gunmen hit the safety deposit boxes in the Parkhurst Tower. Police estimate that they got away with more than $500,000 in cash and jewels. For almost an hour, as one of the men cracked the hotel safe and pried open the boxes, the other 2 handcuffed hotel employees and held them at gunpoint. Captain Dennis O'Rourke of the Southeast Division this morning told reporters that the robbery was the work of professionals, possibly the same group that robbed the plush Hamilton Hotel earlier this year. Our reporter Barbara Simpson was at the scene this morning.
The Parkhurst Tower is one of the city's most luxurious hotels, but many of its rooms are also owned as cooperative apartments. Last night, 2 of the regular hotel guests were registering Mr. and Mrs. Wade Shelton of Houston, Texas, at the very time that robbery was taking place. They're with us here this morning. Mr. Shelton, were you surprised? How did you feel when those robbers handcuffed you and your wife and tied you up and made you get down on the floor?
Well, I was a bit surprised, but I knew something was wrong the minute we walked in because it was too quiet.
I know, but you did see them. What did they look like? Could you describe them to us?
Well, we didn't get a very good look at them because, well, 2 of them were, wearing masks.
How about you? What did they look like to you?
They were really nice, you know. They brought our bags in from the street. They said...
Could I have the number of the Southeast Division, please?
I would have to say they were perfect gentlemen.
Well, that's the story so far on the robbery. And now back to our newsroom.
Hello. Could I speak with Captain O'Rourke, please? It's about the hotel robbery.
The police today recovered that loot from a robbery 2 nights ago at the Parkhurst Tower Hotel. They have arrested a man they describe as a loan shark. He is Nicoletta. He served 10 months in jail 4 years ago for loan sharking. He was booked at the criminal courthouse after an early morning raid on his apartment at the Lido Hotel. There, the police recovered the loot taken from the Parkhurst Tower. 2 other men involved in that robbery are still at large. In other
Annie, you sure you like it?
Mama, you look beautiful. You have your passport?
And your tickets.
Oh, listen, that's the fellow. Wait a minute.
Come on in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you believe it. Oh, you're a good kid.
Present for you.
Oh, my. Come on, I want you to meet the girls. This is my friend, Frank. Meet Frankie Fox. This is my daughter-in-law, Annie. My friend, Mrs. Martin. My friend, Mrs. Rosenman.
Shanty, ladies.
And Shantae.
I'll go get the bag.
Great,
Let's see
sweetheart.
that. Come here.
Hold that together. Annie, love. Oh, yeah. But you, and I love to Vinny. And take care of little sweetie. And
we couldn't have done it without you.
No, you couldn't. You were just great, though. And the way I look.
Don't worry about a thing. I'll lock up the house.
Holy. Oh, sweetie. Oh, thank you. There we are. Enchanted, ladies.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Annie, your future. Sophie, whatever you want.
Lizzie, I'm gonna miss you.
Me too.
When does he get out?
Next week. They'll announce it the day before. It's all set.
It's going to be awful going there without you. Who's going to protect me when I get insulted by bellhops?
It's all yours, kid.